Hello and welcome to Play Talk Repeat for this, our video game book club review of Brutal Legend. I'm Oliver and I'm joined by Alex, Niles, Scott and Lewis.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
Hi.
first of all, a little bit of background on the game. So, Brutal Legend is an action-adventure video game with real-time strategy elements. It was created by Double Fine and it was published by Electronic Arts originally for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and it was released in October 2009. So, can I get a opening statement from each of you, please,
Okay, I'll go first.
with your review score?
Okay.
Here we go. I'm excited about this.
I'll start off. So I start with my review score first.
No, whichever you want to do, whatever format you want to give us.
2 out of 10. That was my review. And I'm actually, as part of my opening statement, I'm gonna ask Alex a question. A bit unconventional. That's what I'm gonna do. Alex, what are the worst missions in the Simpsons game? Like which character?
I don't even remember you playing the Simpsons game, to be honest. That was many months ago.
Anybody.
Well, it was the Marge ones, wasn't it?
Right. That's the entirety of this game, is the Marge missions in the Simpsons game. And that's my opening statement.
I can't. I've never played the Simpsons game.
That does make sense, actually.
Basically, Marge runs around.
That's literally made the most sense that Niles ever said.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Marge essentially runs around because she's upset about the Itchy and Scratchy game and uses a megaphone to control people to destroy stuff. And that's pretty much the entirety of this game.
Yeah, I understand what he's going on about. I understand the relation to the game.
But do you agree, Lewis? What's your opening statement?
So basically, there's a couple times in my life where a video game has like truly betrayed me, and I played Brutal Legend when I was younger. I was very excited for it. I was probably like 10 years old or something, and I actually played the demo of it on PS3, and I was like pumped to get it on Xbox. But the demo of this game is the very first part of the game, where it's a fun hack and slash open world romp, and about 2 hours into the game just completely scraps that and then just turns into this weird RTS thing that doesn't work very well. And I feel just as betrayed now as I did like 12 years ago or whatever. The game isn't awful by any means. I appreciate it more now that I'm older, and I don't despise it as much as I did, but it's still probably like a 5 out of 10 for me. It's a fine game, and there's a lot of aspects of it that I do enjoy, but the main gameplay is just not very good. I just don't think it controls very well, and I don't think it should have been the main focus of the game.
So 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Scott.
I thought that the gameplay was also terrible.
Oh.
I feel like it never evolved from just... There was a very simple strategy, which was just get all the cheap minions straight away and get all of the ghost things, and then you've just won, basically. It's just very simple. I found it very difficult to actually lose. I played on normal. I probably... The one that I found the most difficult was the last level, definitely.
I just want to say I played on easy as well.
I played on easy as well. I've got some arguments against what Scott said there, but we'll see. What was your score, Scott?
I also want to say that the story before, so I can just say everything I want to say. The story was it was fine. The writing was quite charming, I guess. Sure. Yeah. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Oof, lovely.
Oh, wow.
I'm shocked by that. That's an average game.
No. It's I don't know. Just the way he started it off, I was expecting lower, to be honest with you. But now the king of low scores. Alex, what have you got to say?
What do you mean the king of low scores?
what I forgot to say, man?
I really liked the start of the game. Like the first 2 hours, I really enjoyed the hack and slash, driving in the car and stuff. And then as soon as it turned into the RTS, I absolutely despised the game. It was not fun. I wish the game was just the beginning parts of the game, but just longer, because it just teases you and just dangles it in front of you like, yeah, here you go, and then you get this boring game afterwards. So that's why I am gonna give it a 3 out of 10.
Jesus, everyone's harsh to that.
No, they are. No, I was right. So, I mean, I suggested this game. I was like, so my history of the game is very much like Lewis. I played it when it first came out. I played the demo just like Lewis. I thought, it's gonna be great, and then I went and played the original game, and then as soon as it started getting to the RTS like parts of it, I just straight the fuck out. But the reason I suggested it is because I wanted to go back and finish it. Now, I will preface this by saying I'm a huge Tenacious D fan and a big Jack Black fan, and it very much seems like Jack Black's world that's been created. Like all the stuff that he talks about in his music and all that kind of stuff, the world that he creates. So for that, I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the humor of it all. I really enjoyed the way it all looked. Yes, I don't think the RTS stuff is as bad as you guys are saying. I think it is very, very RTS light, and it can get frustrating, but I don't think it is as bad as at least it wasn't as bad as I thought it was back then. I've given it a 6 out of 10. I've given it a 6 out of 10. I like I said, I enjoyed most of my time with it, but it did get frustrating in parts to the point where it knocked that many points off.
Yeah.
Right. So whip out the calculator, Oliver. I'm pretty sure that is the lowest average score.
Shall we talk about cars, Niall?
Yeah,
cars.
that would be like a 4, right? Or something?
It is a 4.4, so round it down to a 4 out of 10.
Did the cars get lower than that?
I fucking hope so. If it didn't,
Yeah, I hope it did. If not, I'm going back and changing.
Yeah, there's a fundamental issue with our scoring system. If so,
I enjoy cars a lot more than this, but here we are.
That's crazy. Like actually.
No, yeah, but building on the story comment, that was the only reason why it wasn't a 1 out of 10 for me anyway. Like there were a lot of elements of this game which made me realize just how modern studios are afraid to have fun with their projects. Yeah. Like just like the fact that the main menu is like IRL, flipping through an album, and like it's just really fun. Really, definitely the most enjoyable part of the game for me.
I was mind blown by that when I first saw it back in the day, the live action opening. Like I thought that was genuinely incredible, and I couldn't get my mind around how they actually did it.
The graphics, crazy.
Yeah, obviously it makes a lot more sense now. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of good things going for the game, and it had a lot of charm to it, as Scott said. And I'm surprised it only got a 2 if you did enjoy the story. Like I don't know if you really enjoyed it, but the main reason why I've given it a 5 is literally just due to the writing, the voice acting, the music especially.
Oh, the music.
The music for me honestly carried it a lot. It's just my type of music. There's a lot about the game. There's a lot of references as well that I just really, really love. Even the fact that just Lion White, he looked like David Bowie, but he was also dressed like David Lee Roth from Van Halen. It was just beautiful to me. I love that kind of stuff. It's my type of music, and I feel like that's where the majority of my score came from. So I'm kind of shocked to see you still only gave it a 2, despite you enjoying the story, or saying you enjoyed the story anyway.
Yeah, for me, it's just with games in general, the ratio of how important story is and how it should contribute to the quality of the game is much lower, I think. Then, if a story is great or if it's not great, but if the gameplay is the same, between 2 imaginary games, then it would get a extra point,
Yeah.
But yeah, also. You mentioned, Oliver, that it was Jack Black's world. Was the main character actually Jack Black?
No.
Because I thought it was Meatloaf.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. How could the main character be Meatloaf?
Because
did you skip every cutscene? No, number 1, it was called Eddie. No. Right. Number 2, it was a roadie.
Oh, maybe Eddie is, that's his name in Rocky Horror Picture Show, maybe, I don't know. I think he is, and he dresses exactly the same, and rides a bike that looks, doesn't ride a bike, but rides a vehicle like a bike that looks exactly like it. So I thought it was his character from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I just thought it was called Eddie because of Eddie Van Halen, honestly.
It was just a roadie. It was just a roadie at the end of the day. I'll give you a quick brief synopsis of the story. So he essentially play as Eddie, a roadie for a band that he doesn't like.
Meatloaf.
I mean, it's not Meatloaf. And so what happens is Eddie gets hurt at a show and he bleeds onto his necklace, which is like that of a demon, and he gets basically transported to a completely new world that is ruled by like the power of rock and all that kind of stuff. And he's got to help a group fight the evil, essentially. It really demonizes glam rock as well. Like, I don't know why Jack Black hates on glam rock so much, but
Yeah, I have no clue.
but yeah, so no, not Meatloaf.
Oh, do you know what's funny? Is that I googled it, and you know, like when Google says like a word is missing from like results, like literally every single word is included when I typed in is Eddie Meatloaf in Brutal Legend, apart from Meatloaf. So there we are. So I guess it's not Meatloaf. What do you mean?
I just don't understand why he's Meatloaf.
Because he's got the same name as, and he looks exactly the same as he does in his character in Rocky Horror.
He looks like Jack Black, my guy.
Yeah, I thought he looked kind of like Jack Black.
He looks way more like Meatloaf. Right, carry on. I'm going to put Meatloaf in the
More
chat.
like Meatloaf.
It definitely looks like Jack Black. So speaking of Jack Black, obviously I want to talk about his performance in the game, and like even for the time, like back in 2009, or 2007, I can't remember what I said. The animation of him is really, really great, and his voice acting is great, and you could tell how much fun he was having playing that game, playing the character in that game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big gamer in real life, I think, Jack.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he probably is.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What game?
But obviously this was like, well, not pre-YouTube, but this was like early YouTube, so it was cool to see like a celebrity in a game like this. I always thought that was really cool. I'm surprised he's not done more game stuff, to be honest, since then.
I've
Brutal Legends
maybe ruined it for him, kind of thing. But he does a lot of stuff. Let's face it. I mean, like this was before he like got real like big in Hollywood and he started being everything. Kind of thing. What are you doing, Niall?
Look at him.
It just looks like Jack Black.
Exactly, but that's Meatloaf. You fool. Try catching me out. Try catching me out there.
No, it's not catching you out, but it's the fact that like it's just Jack Black, isn't it?
I reckon that somewhere behind the scenes is inspired by his character in Rocky Horror. But here we are.
For our audio
Anyway,
listeners,
moving on. Stop talking about.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, now just showed a picture of Meatloaf for some reason. It's completely unrelated to what we're talking about. Yeah,
Anyway.
Speaking of celebrities in the game as well, so we also had Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead,
Yes.
and we had Ozzy Osbourne as well. So how they managed to get Ozzy Osbourne to record lines for this, I don't know. My current theory is they recorded it one word at a time, and for every successful word, they gave him some drugs.
Yeah.
No, they have to. I don't know if you've ever watched an interview with the dude. He can't speak like more than two words without just falling apart.
No,
so.
that man has lived life to the edge, and he you can tell. It's like if you ever watch like what was the show called Meet the Osbournes and stuff.
Yeah, Meet the Osbournes.
The guy hears a phone ringing and walks around the house, wondering what the noise is. And then I think one episode I saw, he was looking for his beers. He was accusing everyone of stealing his beer, and he had it in his hand. He was running around the house with his beer in his hand, accusing everyone of stealing said beer.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
The guy's insane.
I don't know. I think it's just a testament to Jack Black having I feel like Jack Black's the only person who could have gotten Ozzy Osbourne in a game. Like I said, which is just a testament to just like how good Jack Black is and why. I don't know why he isn't in more stuff like game wise. It seems perfect for like just his style. So I don't know. It's just very odd.
Still filming Jumanji 3, I think.
Doing Jumanji 3.
No, that was just a Christmas joke. That one. That's a bit of a Crimbo joke.
Crimbo joke.
That's some PG humor. That man, I like it.
Yeah.
So I want to argue with Scott a little bit. First of all, I want to start an argument with Scott. So in your opening statement, you said that you just need to capture. So to get a brief synopsis of the RTS elements, essentially, when you fight an enemy faction, you are putting on a rock show, and so your objective is to attack their stage and they attack your stage, and you can take over these fan geysers to gain fans, and then you spend those fans on different types of creatures for your army essentially. So you got roadies and you got like girls with like guitar guns and you got headbangers and shit like that. And in my experience playing the game, even if I got all the fan geysers, I could still lose. I think it is quite tactical in the types of what's the word I'm looking for? Not creatures. Units, yeah, the type of units that you use. Like, for example, if your objective is to destroy something, then you want to use roadies because they have the big speakers and they destroy things a lot faster. Like, a couple of times when playing, I got all the fan geysers, and then if I didn't get my units out fast enough, or the right units, then I will start to lose them, and they will make their way back to the stage, and I'd lose, even on easy.
No, yes, Oliver. Let me just okay. I was before this podcast. I was saying to Alex I had something to say about the second to last mission, and I actually had to restart it because of how momentum based it can get if you don't catch it.
Yes, I was saying
you literally like I would spawn and instantly die over and over again.
Yep.
How did that get through QA? I have no idea. Like they should have been.
You need to be flying. If you don't fly, then you'll die straight away.
But no, because there was the vehicles which were just like I think they didn't look like hit scan, but I'm pretty sure they were. They were just like instantly shoot me out of the sky.
Yep. I agree with now for the most part. Like the issue I had with the gameplay for the most part, and I won't go too deep into it now because I want Scott to argue with Oliver. But my issue, aside from it being feeling a bit empty, is that the game was very steamrolly in the sense that if you messed up, no matter how many units you had, if you messed up towards the end and get killed by a bigger enemy that wipes out most of your units, you will never recover your points quick enough again to build anything back up. So you just lose. You may as well just restart.
Yeah, you may as well just start again at that point.
I that happened every time I died was because of that reason. Because I would just get steamrolled by the enemy team because I literally didn't have the points to build it back. So I just don't think it was balanced very well. It was very messy, and that was on easy as well.
Yeah.
No mercy, like at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on, Scott. Argue with Oliver, please.
Come on, Scott. Hit with it.
I completely agree that the gameplay is absolutely trash, but I also I'm unsure if I can relate to you guys when you say like you were like shot out of the air and stuff. I don't think I was ever shot in the air. There were like I wasn't. There were 2 times where I had to use a very specific type of thing, and otherwise I would just do one of each unit type, and that was fine. The only time that I needed to actually specifically pick was the I can't remember what he's called, the first bad guy that we faced, the guy who can fly with his hair. Him. Well, he had like the things that you needed to use the roadies to be invisible to destroy the towers.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember that. I feel like that was literally the only time where I ever needed to do anything specific.
No.
Otherwise, it was just pretty simple. I mean, I feel like I'm quite good at like just sort of analyzing the whole picture.
Yeah.
And it was quite easy to just sort of like sometimes if the enemy would take down one of the fan towers, I could just get it back straight away without even putting any units on it. Stuff like that. It was just like I might have just like abused the systems really, but in a way that's how it's designed.
See, my issue with that was if they took one of the fan towers, they'd immediately go to another one, and it's not easy enough to split up your units. At least it wasn't for me. You need to get real close to the units, and I can't remember what button it was. Like most of the time, I couldn't remember what button it was to try and split them up.
It's like right on the D-pad or something to like move them forward, which made no sense.
Yeah.
You've got like hold triangle on certain units.
Yeah.
Something I'm interested in hearing about is what of the abilities, when you held the button and then it would.
Yes.
Like which abilities did you have? Because there were 2 abilities. Actually, no, one of them wasn't an ability, but the flag ability was very fucking useful. If you didn't have that, I don't know what you'd do.
It was very
exactly.
useful. Yeah.
Never came across that.
Well, there you go. Only one of you found that. You can place down the flag, and instead of just jumping off the stage, they'll go to the
Yeah,
flag.
they'll always go to the flag where you place the flag. Yeah.
Oh shit! No, yeah, the only one.
Sorry, I just want to say you get it. After you beat Lion White, there's two. It's not amps, but there's two things there's two stones you can read, like literally. In the area after you beat Lion White, and one of them is that flag. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time you get the wings.
Yeah.
Right.
I did not read any stones apart from the first one.
Right. Well, that's your issue.
I think I only had 4 abilities, or maybe 3 throughout the entire game.
I think I had like 4.
Yeah. Did you guys get Phase Melter?
Yeah, that's the really overpowered one that helped a ton.
Yeah.
Phase Melter.
Absolutely. That one was absolutely necessary.
Yeah, broken. Like, actually broken.
I don't know how you guys. I don't know how you guys completed the game
see.
without Face Melter. I don't know. Yeah.
What is it?
So basically,
it melts everyone's face.
Yeah, you stand in the middle of a crowd of enemies, and you play a solo, and it basically just wipes all of them out in a small circle.
Yeah, and it recharges.
I had something that did like a big blast.
No, that's not it. So it was literally called Face Melter.
Face Melter.
I didn't have
it melted everyone's faces. It refreshed every 60 seconds. And if I didn't have that, I would have struggled with the game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess that's why I struggled really hard on easy then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I had...
Should have read the stones.
Yeah, to be fair, all the stones that I read, I came across naturally. I never went out my way for them.
Yeah, same.
I actually remember walking past one, just not thinking to do it. I don't know why.
Right,
so I think it was straight after the Lionheart fight, so that was probably it. Like, I don't even
remember these stones being like useful when
you will have done one because you will have got one straight away because you read the stone so you could summon your car.
Yeah,
it taught you to summon your car.
Oh, my game glitched at that point actually, and I was more focused on that glitch. I didn't know where to go. It was kept telling me to go through the door, and then Eddie was just like, "Nah, we can't go through there. I need a ride or something." But Ophelia was just like, we need to go. And I'm like, where? And then I had to restart, and then it eventually was like, yeah, you need to go to the stone. But I thought that was like a story thing where you would unlock stuff, so I never even looked for them when I was out in the overworld.
You do unlock stuff, and like Oliver said, I never went out of my way to look for them. I would just see them usually after a big fight, and there'd be one there, so I'd just go read it because it was pointless not to.
Well, I guess that's why I only had like 4 abilities.
I'm genuinely shocked that you didn't have that because I felt like it was necessary in a lot of parts. Yeah. Just because the amount of enemies that would be on screen at one time, it would be too overwhelming.
I didn't specifically look for them. I just liked exploring in general. I ended out with the entire map uncovered basically, and that was a aim of mine. It wasn't difficult. It's just
it wasn't not that big of a map.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I found a few. There were definitely a lot that I hadn't gotten yet.
I don't think I ever went to any part of the map which I weren't forced to go to.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Speaking of that, did anyone touch any of the side quests at all?
I didn't touch them.
No, that's the one.
I started to, and they're all the same, and they're all absolutely shit.
Right. Okay. I didn't do a single one. I was wondering if anyone had any info about them. What do you do?
There wasn't like a good way to indicate that they were on the map. Really, it was just that beam of light for the main quest, and it was like, yeah, there's side quests. And I looked on the map, and I was like, where are they? So I didn't want to go out my way for them.
They were the little pins on the map, and then you need to select them and highlight them yourself.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just didn't go for them because I was like, I just want to. I like aspects of this game, but I feel like doing more missions than I have to isn't going to make me happy. So I just chose not to do them.
There's another thing that I'd like to say is that some of them can be quite hard, and you only get sort of like 25, whatever it was called, the lighter thing. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But if you do like a jump in the car, then that gives you 10, and that's really easy. Yeah, when you collect the little fly things in the air, which I'm sure none of you did.
What are you talking about?
I did that once.
Yeah, I did
accident.
it once as well. Yeah, by accident. Yeah.
That and looking through the little thing with the telescope. They were very, very efficient ways of getting XP. So I was looking out for those. I was also looking out for the ability unlock things as well.
That was an issue with the XP for me as well. Is a lot. I didn't I had a lot of XP to spend, but I didn't really feel like buying any of the upgrades when I was looking through them. All I would buy was different axes. Like I bought a bunch of axes and I upgraded the car when I had to and gave it like double nitrous and stuff. But the only time I ever spent outside that was on the axes. The rest of it, I just didn't really think it was necessary.
Well, a lot of the car upgrades were free. Like I think the main weapons that I used were the black tear stuff. Like you can shoot. Well, there was free in my game. You could shoot black tears at enemies and they'd die straight away, and you could shoot black tears outside of your car and they'd die straight away. And there was a load of there was the Psychonaut skin and stuff like that were free on mine.
Yeah, I was wondering about the free stuff.
Yeah, free stuff was just DLC, I assume.
You make me think I played this game completely wrong because I only upgraded my car once, and that was just to put the machine gun on it. I didn't even think to ever go back there.
I mean, right, to be fair, the game never tells you after the initial upgrade that you have to upgrade anything ever again.
But it does tell you you've upgraded. It does tell you you've unlocked stuff to upgrade.
No, it tells you've unlocked stuff, yes, but I'm saying the game never explicitly tells you to go to it, and since the way they were playing it was just doing the missions, there's no reason why they would go to it, which I understand. I did it out of curiosity, and I was like, I may as well spend what I've got just to see if I can make it easier. But I can understand with the way you were playing it why you would never see it, because
I just went from mission to mission because that's like thinking. All of us saying that he's bought axes, I just had the same axe that I started with.
And there's some cool stuff you get. Like you can get like costumes ready and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
I just had the same costume because I didn't know you could buy them.
And you can unlock one where there's an upgrade you can buy where you can have a radio in your car.
Yeah.
So you can naturally like choose what music's playing while you're driving around.
Yeah, it feels like you missed out on quite a lot of fun features.
On the vast majority of the game, it seems like.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
You need to look around.
Yeah, just spend 10 minutes exploring, guys. It's all good.
Well, just doing the mission.
The vibe which I got massively was that it was a linear game with a open world to get you to the different missions. Like
that's what I thought as well. Yeah. Like, this open world seems a bit dead. Thingy, because I'm just like driving through it. There's nothing in it.
Whoa!
Like, yeah, this is pretty dead.
There's groups of headbangers walking around saying we're on patrol.
Yeah, there's some stuff to it. It is very empty for sure, but I did appreciate it, especially for a game that came out in like 2009 or whatever. It was quite cool, to be honest. I like the design of the world, and I know there was like nothing to do in it.
I love the way it looked. I love the screaming wall. Is that what it was called? The massive wall of arms. That was cool.
Yeah.
And like the areas like the Sea of Black Tears, all that stuff looked great. And I'd love the way it was designed personally. I know it was a bit empty, but
yeah, well, that's what I mean. There's a lot to like about the game, and it mainly just comes down to the aesthetics and the music and the writing. It's just the gameplay aspect is what ruins it for me.
Yeah,
because I wish the whole game was just hack and slash and an adventure type shit. It'd be so much more fun. Whether it would get boring, I don't know.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'd think that it would get boring.
Unless they overhauled the way the upgrades worked and there was a lot more combos, but yeah, probably.
We can slag off the RTS as much as we want, but the thing is, the RTS wasn't boring in my opinion. It was always tense.
No, it was. I want to like clarify that I don't hate the gameplay, especially compared to when I was younger. Like I said, I appreciate it a lot more this time. My issue with it is the gameplay is very basic, and I don't think they did much with it. I think it's like a very, very, very basic attempt at an RTS. It works. Outside of that, it doesn't do anything overly fun, and it's incredibly simple. I'll ask you this, because I don't know how many people did this. I'm either a massive idiot here for what I'm about to say, or no one else is going to know. I didn't realize you could upgrade your units during the RTS sections until the last mission.
I didn't realize until last mission. I didn't realize, yeah.
Exactly the same.
Like, I was like, holy shit, that all these characters or units have additional forms that I literally had no clue about.
But to be fair, in every mission up until the last one, I was losing units too fast to notice anyway. Like I was losing units, but in the last mission, like if you keep your units in the middle while you build up your armor,
I was stockpiling them.
Yeah, I was just leaving them in the middle, and then anytime the final boss like shot out a pod, they'd deal with it. But there's that in every single of the ones my units were getting absolutely bad. So my main like strategy throughout the majority of these missions was distract the enemy on one side and then send roadies up the other side to the straight to the stage. Because
Yeah,
Ro-
I
'cause
mean, that was
Ro-
mainly what I did.
yeah, road is to destroy the stage in a few seconds while it's keeping all the enemies busy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the game. I don't know. I mean, like I said, they obviously had a vision and they went through with it, and I'm happy with that. And I don't know how much input Jack Black had on like how the actual gameplay was, because I don't know how much involvement he actually had with the game. Outside of him being because I know obviously he's the main character, but I don't know if they came to him for that or if he pitched the idea. I don't know how that worked, but yeah, I don't know. It was almost something really good, and it just sort of failed for me, which is really sad. I'd like to see another attempt at something similar to this.
Yeah.
I don't mean like just Brutal Legends 2, but like a game that has like that focuses around like rock and stuff, or even if it's just a Jack Black made game in general.
Make a Tenacious D game. Make it.
Yeah, like literally, yeah. I'd like to see another attempt at something like this. I don't know how it was received at the time. I don't know if everyone else also has the same issue with the RTS becoming the dominant part of the game. I don't know what the game reviewed like when it came out, but I have to imagine a lot of people probably complained about the same thing because it does make it really hard. Go on.
On Metacritic, it has an 80.
Really?
That's on PC. Yeah, PS3 is 83, 360 is 82, but it received generally positive reviews. You remember this was 2009. You know,
well,
what I
that's
mean?
the thing. As I said, I can appreciate a lot about the game. It's just that I guess it depends how much you favor gameplay over like story and stuff. I guess that probably has a big factor, and also maybe we're all just wrong. But I since all five of us are saying that they felt betrayed by the RTS stuff and they didn't really enjoy it, I have to think that was probably a majority opinion at the time, even.
I'm guessing people just had more information on it than we did. Remember, we were kids. We didn't have as much information on it.
I believed in the demo. The demo supplied the goods, and I was like, "This is what the game is."
Yeah.
But it was just a lie. Did anyone have any glitches? Oh.
No. Before.
I had a game breaking one where I had to restart the level when I was fighting the Spider Queen or whatever it was, for the Silk. When she sent her little little off spawn out to like get you, they all got stuck in the walls.
Right,
so
okay.
I had to restart the mission.
Brilliant.
I feel like every time we do one of these, someone has like a big game breaking glitch where they have to restart the game or do something. So I was wondering if it was just me.
Mine wasn't necessarily a glitch. Well, it might have been a glitch, but it was either you or Alex. I was moaning about this too when it was happening. It might have been you. So during the first fight with after Ophelia gets infected with the black tears.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
So yeah, it went. So he goes on and on and on, and when you press start in the bottom left, it tells you your objective is to meet Magnus.
Oh,
so
yes.
I was there.
I remember.
I was there searching for Magnus while all my units are getting absolutely destroyed because I've been in the same fight for 20 minutes with no end in sight and no objective. But it turns out if I just waited another 30 seconds, it would have just automatically moved over.
I've just noticed you read because it took me half the game to realize that his name wasn't Magnus, it's Mangus.
Mangus, yeah, Mangus.
Yeah, Mangus, not Magnus. But I kept reading it as Magnus, and then I was like, wait, I thought I was like either dyslexic or they spelled it wrong.
Yeah, no.
But it was Mangus.
Mangus is not a name. No disrespect to anyone called Mangus out there. All right.
Yeah.
Before we move on to 20 questions for the next game, does anyone have any final comments they want to make on Brutal Legend?
Apparently there won't be a sequel. Double Fine confirmed it. So there we are.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, in September 2021.
Oh wow! Very recently.
I don't know. Final thought. Jack Black, make another game. Please.
Yeah, get more involved. Yeah. I know he gets quite involved with like Tony Hawk's games. I know he does a lot of marketing around that.
He's like an announcer or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
I really liked Brutal Legend, theming wise, and I wish that they did something very similar in the future. As well.
No, yeah, I agree with that, Scott. It's like it's a nice world that has been created in a bad game.
Gameplay, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Grand. So we'll move on to video game 20 questions for our next month's video game book club. It'll be Niall who is deciding. Have you decided which game it's going to be now?
I have, yes. I'm very excited because last time I got to choose a game, this concept hadn't been invented yet. So very
Okay,
excited.
great.
Oh,
Does someone want to start off the questions?
Keep track of the amount.
I've
Did
got.
it come out?
Are you doing it?
I'll do it. Yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
Did the game come out in the past 5 years?
No.
No.
Didn't you just say last time you were choosing this game idea didn't exist or something?
No, it
No,
wasn't.
no, he's saying the 20 questions.
20
Oh,
questions.
yes.
things,
I
yeah.
see, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, when I pick cars,
I
like,
also
I
thought
just
that
said
as
it.
well.
I see, right.
Is it a licensed game?
No.
My thank fuck.
Okay. Is it PS4, Xbox One, Switch generation?
You talking about when it was released?
When it was first released?
I hope so.
No.
What the fuck?
So it's got to be older than that. Then it's got to be.
Yeah, it has to be older
it's
than that,
got
'cause
to
it's the past 5 years or last
yeah.
console generation. Yeah.
Right, my question is, was it ever on an Xbox One or a PS4?
Yes.
Oh, it's been re-released then. It's not
So
licensed.
it's like Xbox 360, PS3 era.
Is it currently on Game Pass?
Yes.
That doesn't help me at all. I
Uh,
don't know what's on Game
Jesus
Pass.
Right.
You know how to look.
We don't know.
You
I'm not gonna.
Is the art 2D?
No.
Okay, so it's a 3D game.
Is it in a series of games?
Yes.
Oh,
For fuck's sake.
Guess a game. Is that what? Are we allowed to guess a game?
you can
or-
guess a game. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I just wasted the turn.
Yeah.
You do get to guess at the end of the 20 questions. All of us do. Oh, all of
Yeah, we all get it. But you
Yeah.
can wait. You can
If you
wait.
think it's a certain game, try and phrase it in a way where it's a question related to just not a specific game. Maybe something to do
Yeah.
with the game that you can like get out of the way.
I
Like
feel
the
like
type of game.
it would just be quite easy to guess, though. Maybe if it's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, just go for it.
Unless you can see the reflection in my glasses, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get it. No.
Is it? Right, I'm gonna do it. Is it BioShock Infinite?
No.
No.
I was thinking about that because I am halfway through it right now. But no.
Interesting. All right. So it's older than the PS4 generation. It's 3D. What else do we find out about it?
It's not a licensed game.
It's on
It's not a
Game
licensed
Pass.
game. It's on Game Pass.
To the
Oh,
series.
it's a series of games.
Not
Series.
BioShock Infinite.
Okay. Was it generally well received?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Do we know the developer?
Yes.
I thought it was a good. Nah, that was a good question. Nah, it means it's a well-known developer. He said that with
Do
confidence.
we know
No.
the developer?
Yeah, do we know the developer? And he said, yeah.
1,000,000%.
See,
Okay,
that's a good question.
sure.
What do you mean? Sure, no, don't do me like that. We know it's a big developer that's well known.
Okay.
Fuck.
I don't even know the order we're going in anymore. I'm just.
Just throw them out. Just throw them out.
Is it an FPS?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fucking Portal. It's fucking Portal.
Right, who's next?
Is it? I'll ask a question. Is it an American developer?
No.
Oh, it's not Portal.
Oh, it's not Portal.
Interesting. So it's an FPS
On Game Pass.
on Game Pass.
And it's some series of games. Is it Call of Duty?
I don't even know. I'll just get this out of the way. Is it a Xbox 360 PS3 title?
Yes.
Originally, yeah.
Oh, originally, I want to amend that. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, there's not multiple of those.
What FPSs aren't made by American developers?
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm.
I think you have all the ingredients now, to be fair.
I'm trying to think of an FPS series that isn't an American developer.
I can't think of any of them.
Oh, I got adrenaline coursing through my veins right now. This is great.
Unless it's like a French developer or something like that, you know, a European developer.
I might be thinking too hard into it. I might be thinking like literal guns. It might be an FPS in the sense that you do shoot stuff, but it's not a gun. It might be like throwing shit or something.
Yeah, remember how you said the Brutal Legend had guns in it? There's not guns in it.
So what can I throw out? I don't know if this is a waste of a question. Did it?
Oh wait, I think I might know what it is.
Did it? It's only yes or no questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the game that you have chosen, have any of us played it before?
I was literally going to ask the same question.
Genuinely, no idea.
Oh.
Interesting. I feel like you probably know if. Yeah.
He'd know if I played it.
Yeah.
Well, I could whip up people's arms to be right
No,
now.
I think it's a good assumption. If you think no one's played it, I think you'd probably know. Like, it must be something quite obscure, I guess.
6 questions left, guys.
Okay, that's like throwing my next question off.
Is the developer from Europe?
Yes.
Right, so it's not Resident Evil then. That was my next guess.
Yeah, that was a good guess, to be fair. A European FPS.
Right, is it? Is
it's not on Alex's or Oliver's Howling to beat, so probably not.
Is it war based?
Let's read the description.
Is the story based around a war?
I would say based off this description, yes.
Is Spec Ops: The Line on Game Pass?
Yeah, I think there isn't multiple Spec Ops: The Line games, is there?
Oh no, there isn't. No, yeah, no, there's only one. You're right. Shit, we've got 4 questions left.
I'm trying to think. Oh.
Wait. Oh no, wait. Mirror's Edge?
Is that a guess?
No. It's me thinking out loud.
No, it can't be Mirror's Edge. It can't be Mirror's Edge.
It was Mirror's Edge was made by DICE. Well, that's American, isn't it?
It was DICE, yes.
I think they're American.
Shooty Blasty Games.
Difficult.
Oh no, that's the made by an American company. European company.
Right, I'm gonna. This probably might burn a question. All right, is this specifically on Game Pass or is it part of EA Play?
A yes or no question, please.
Oh, sorry. Is this? Is this? Oh shit! How do you phrase that question?
Is it on
EA Play?
Yeah, you'll just have to ask if it's on EA Play.
Is it on EA Play?
Yes.
So it's an EA game.
It's an EA game. Well, it has to be.
It's not a separate question.
No,
Same question.
It's an EA game.
Yeah, so it's an EA game then. Yeah, so it's an EA FPS, and it's not Battlefield. Battlefield's a DICE, yeah, so it can't be Battlefield.
What? Wait, do we know that DICE is an American developer?
Pretty sure they're an American developer.
Um,
I'd be very shocked if they were European. But we can't look it up, so. I'll see you later.
Are we not allowed to look up if a developer is American or not?
You're not allowed to look up literally anything. Right now, the only thing which is stopping you from getting this
He's not gonna. No, he wouldn't make.
You cannot remember the game exists. That is the only thing stopping you.
He wouldn't make us play the fucking Battlefield 3 campaign. He's not gonna do that. So it's not Battlefield.
This is Niall. He's made us play the Cars, the video game.
No, remember what he said before. He said they're both very short. Both the games he had in mind.
Yeah.
Through Scott's glasses right now. I feel like I can see Game Pass.
Right.
It's the Epic Games launcher.
Who made Titanfall 2?
Respawn.
Oh, Respawn.
A Respawn American? Do we know?
He sounds like they'd be American.
No
Although
idea.
there was a Paris level in wait, I thought it was Infinity Ward Infinity Ward. The Call of Duty 3.
What?
What?
Call
Call
of
of
Duty
Duty
3?
3 that released on PS2.
No, Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare
3.
3.
Modern Warfare 3. Sorry. Yeah.
Is that a guess?
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. Why not? Modern Warfare 3.
I don't think that's
No,
very
it's not Game Pass.
wrong.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh.
Is that still a guess?
No.
Yeah, no, it was a joke, girl.
Funny Evans.
Does this game have robots in it?
1 second.
Right, it's not. It's not.
It's
not
not what I
Titanfall.
was thinking of either, Oliver.
Yeah.
Oliver's looking at something. He's
I've
looking
never,
at his games.
I've never played the game or looked at gameplay.
Yeah, but you'd know if they was Titanfall.
You'd know.
Oh right, okay. Then I guess no, but like maybe yeah.
Right, so if there's robots in it, it's not main part of the game. Clearly, why is it no?
Now you know that Titanfall has robots in it, right? That's the question that we need to ask and answer in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
An FPS.
An FPS that was published by EA, but not an American developer.
A European developer.
Yeah.
And you know the developer, 100%. I'm confident.
And it's part of a series. And it's part of a series.
Oh yeah, that's the key thing, guys. It's part of the series.
Right, I'm guessing it's not Battlefront 2 either.
It's not a question.
No, it's not a question. I will specifically say it's a question. This is me thinking out loud. I don't think it's Battlefront 2 because I'm fairly certain, again, that that's an American developer.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they gave that to a European developer.
No, it's not EA. Is it?
What?
No, it's not. There's not multiple of them. No, there isn't multiple of them.
Just say it out loud anyway. We don't. It's
No,
not a guess.
No, but it doesn't make any sense. It wasn't from the right generation.
Come on, Lewis, say it. Make a fool out of yourself.
Say it.
No,
Big
it's
fool.
fine. It's fine. Wait! No.
What? Oh.
I'm really struggling here.
Same? How many questions do we have?
We got 2 left.
No, right, the thing is, I don't want to give up. I kind of want to get it.
Yeah.
I don't care if it drags. I'm not bothered. An FPS. I think the series thing is the easiest way to figure out what this is. What's an FPS that was on PS3, Xbox, and it was in a franchise of games?
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. I mean, it has. I mean, no, it's not Mirror's Edge though.
It's DICE.
It's DICE.
But is DICE American?
Yes, they are 100%.
Yes. Well, they have studios like everywhere. It's like Rockstar. Rockstar has studios in the UK and also
This
the US.
isn't a comment on anything you're saying, but I have based that answer on their origins.
Right. You know what? I'll just blow. I'll wait.
Okay.
Blow a question. Here. Niall, have we mentioned the game yet?
No.
Right. So it's not anything. It's something that we have forgotten exists.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
FPS series,
Right.
PS3, SS360. Brink wasn't in a series of games, which one? Far Cry?
That's
Maybe?
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. FPS.
The games I'm thinking of. This isn't a question. I'm thinking because EA. So it's Dead Space, Crisis.
Is it? Wait, Crisis.
This is third person, isn't it?
Is it?
Dead Space is third person.
But Crisis is first person.
I've never played Crisis. I just know it's on EA Play.
Crisis is first person.
I'm fairly sure it's third.
Is Crisis a short game?
Crisis is first person.
I was also thinking Dishonored 2, but when he said
Crisis,
EA,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Crisis.
I was thinking of a completely different game. I don't know what I'm thinking about. The one
Not
with
Crisis.
yeah, the one where you blow up buildings and shit.
Crackdown.
Crackdown. Yeah.
That was a classic. Great game. European developer FPS. It's gonna be this answer is gonna piss me off because it's gonna be something I know.
Definitely.
One more. Guess. We just need to make it a good question because we have to guess after this. Don't waste this on a is it a game question. We need a good question here that will help us.
Like, we could ask if it's like in the first half of the alphabet. First letter.
We can ask if it's like heavily story based.
Nah.
No.
Dead question.
Could it
EA.
maybe a good... I thought you said yay.
No, EA. No, I'm just I'm just pissed off about this EA thing because I've been through that page on Game Pass multiple times and they never change it.
EA game. EA shit. They have like 2 games.
I feel like his
yeah.
with Bioshock Infinite at this point.
Is Plants vs Zombies make? Is Plants vs Zombies here?
Yeah, but that's not a story mode.
Well, first person.
Oh, it isn't. Yes, it isn't, is it?
It's not right. We can't complete Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. I don't think we can anyway.
What does EA make other than Battlefield and FIFA?
I don't know. Dead Space, I guess.
No one does, yeah.
And Star Wars games and
Star Wars.
Did EA do Crysis?
what?
Did EA do Crysis? Did they?
I
Publish...
don't remember. I just know it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, Crysis sounds like an EA thing, but is Crysis a short game?
I think it is.
You think it is?
I was looking it up.
Right. Well, what question can we ask that's to do with Crysis?
If we could ask, have we said the game again?
No. Does it rhyme with?
Does it rhyme with what splices?
Does it rhyme with license?
Devices.
Right, Niall. Are you ready for this question?
Are you going to let people sign off on it?
I'm gonna wait for the question.
Okay, go on.
So this game, right?
Yep.
The question I'm gonna ask for it is,
Yes.
Dead air. Come on.
Is it in the first half of the alphabet?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It is.
Oh my god!
Right, you all get a guess each now.
It is.
Yeah.
It's in the first half of the alphabet, boys. This is good.
Right,
Is it? Or
do you want to just have one collective guess?
Right, well, let's all guess each. I'm gonna guess Crysis because fuck you guys.
We need all the help. Fuck you.
My game.
Yeah.
Oliver.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yay!
Oh.
Wait, who originally said Crysis? Was it me?
Me.
No, it was me.
I think you'll find that was my
said
guess, guys.
I think I'm the one who said Crysis.
Call the footage back.
It was just really funny because, like, literally, Crysis was the only guess you guys couldn't think of an issue with, and then you continued not to guess it.
Because
it was
My thing was, I
I
remember.
swear it's got robots on the front cover.
No, he's like he's not a robot. He's like a
he's
mech.
got a nano suit on.
Yeah,
is what
nano
it
suit.
says. Yeah. I couldn't find anything to do with robots in the synopsis.
isn't Crysis really famous for being mad boring?
No, he's famous for being hard to run. The first one was famous for
It's got 90s on Metacritic, but then again,
everyone loves Crysis. Yeah.
Niall, you'll find this really funny. That was actually going to be my game.
Oh, damn.
The thing is as well.
Actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so before the podcast, I weren't quite sure which one I wanted to pick between
What was the other
Crysis
one?
Titanfall 2. So it's between the two.
Right. Okay.
And I decided Crysis. I feel like a few of us have played Titanfall 2, maybe.
Titanfall 2 is banging.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I picked Crysis.
I think that's what I'm up with the Crysis thing is I know the Crysis box art, and I swear there was like an EA logo in the bottom center of the box, and I was like, I can't remember if it is or not.
But yeah, Crytek, it was founded in Germany, and actually only has European studios as Germany. Is Budapest? Where's that?
Is it in Turkey?
My first instinct was Turkey. I didn't want to say it.
I thought it was. I don't want to.
Anyway.
Oh no! Wait, no, it's Hungary.
And UK was the other one.
It's Hungary, isn't it? It's the capital.
I don't know. I just know. Black Widow was there at one point. Yeah, it's in Hungary. It's the capital of Hungary.
Yeah, it's the capital of Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Widow was there at one point.
Right, great. So we were playing Crysis for the next one.
Hey, which Crysis 1, 2, or 3? The first one.
The first one. Yeah.
The first one. Let's not go mad. So coming up on the channel, we've got all kinds of stuff. I've not got the schedule in front of me again, but we've got 2 tier lists coming up. We've got Desert Island Games, which is out on the 15th. We've also got live streams for
Ocarina of Time.
We got the Hyrule Chronicles. We got Ocarina of Time coming out. We've got the reactions for Xbox Bethesda conference, Summer Games Fest, the State of Play, and any other
Pokemon.
But we're doing one for Pokemon, yeah.
Tomorrow. Yeah, we'll just do when I get back.
Yeah, reactions for the Pokemon announcement, anything else that gets announced in this kind of E3 area of the year, or what used to be the E3 area of the year. But thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, we shall see you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.